Sprocket on. Here's a nice new sprocket. Pop him on like that. Get your bolts and stick them in. I recommend putting new bolts in if these ones have been in for a while, but this bike actually hasn't done a lot of work, believe it or not. It's just that you gave it a bit of a hard time there for a while and I didn't change the sprockets out when they should have. Turning around, make your next bolt in. Yeah, grab another one. Just do them finger tight for starters, because do them all up tight before you get to the end. You might be able to get the bolt in. I just go a little bit sideways and can't get it. There we go, getting pretty close in now. Break this wire in here. Yeah, it's the 14mm these ones are. Just do these up from the front. Just firstly. Around. Spin this around. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll put this around that way and give it a bit of a tighten now. Do that with the spanner on the inside. Go around once. Probably have to read the manual, but probably about 25 foot-pounds is what you do these like that. Tension wrench here to put it on, but I've done it so many times I know how much pressure to put on. Feel it. Okay, that's just about got it, but I'm going to finish them off when we get them on the bike because it's a little easier. Put this back on now. Don't forget your little collars that come out the wheel hub. Now it's been a bit dry since getting these out, which this one was. It's probably not a bad idea to whack a bit of grease on this axle here. I'll just go over and grab some. Okay, I'll just get this cloth and wipe that old stuff off there. Get a bit of grease and wipe onto it. Don't have to put much on. Get your finger and just give it a little bit of a film. Just makes it nice and slippery and just protects it for later on. Keep yourself a rag handy to wipe all that excess grease off. And we're just about ready to stick this in. Just before you do, put the wheel back on, just to make it a little easier getting it in, you can get a screwdriver and just put it between the brake pads. Just give it a little push in there and just give it a little twist. And they'll just pop the brake pads a little bit apart. It'll make your disc going real easy then. Done that already now, so we're ready to slide this in. Little tensioner thing on there, and ready to slide it up in. It's pretty easy, just lift them up in place, slide your disc between the brake pads. Watch out for the little collar that just wants to fall out on you. In there. Okay, she's lined up. Just getting Okay, we're almost ready to put this all back together, but sometimes you get a bit of dirt in here, so without washing it out in the parts washing thing, you just get a screwdriver and just run around there and get that dirt out of there. Pop it on the cloth. Then you get your rag and just run screwdriver around there with the rag. That's pretty tidy now. Wipe out in there. A lot of this dirt's just come off the exhaust, so just drip down on there, make it all dirty. That's relatively clean in there now, as you can see. And this gasket here, if it was broken or badly repaired, you'd have to chuck it away and get a new one, but this one looks pretty good. Put her back in, I think. That goes on there. Pop them in place. This actually doesn't actually hold any oil. There's no oil coming here. This is called the stator. It's a dry area. So basically that gasket there just stops the moisture from getting in there. Righto. We'll pop this sprocket on now. Here's your sprocket. You've got your little teeth on there. I usually always put the writing to the outside, so when you want to order a new one, you can read 15 teeth on there. So you just slide it on here, with a wiggle, she goes on beautifully. Get this little keeper, and you slide it on, and then you turn it around. Lines up with those screw holes there. There we go, it's lined up. Get your two little keeper bolts. Pop them in there. There's one. That's the other. Do them up with your fingers. Make sure it's in first gear. And then pull it up. There we go. Don't do that too tight just yet. Just wait till you get the compression. Do it up. Now what we'll do, we won't put this on just yet because we want to wait till we get the chain on there and we'll give that a little bit more tighten before we finish up. So we'll put the chain on now. Now as I was saying earlier, these chains, they're 120 links. We'll put this one on and it might get long, so if it is, we'll have to take a link or two out. Just open him up. What I do is unroll him like that, just sit him on the new sprocket on the back. Pop him on the top of this swing arm guide. Put this back in the neutral. Coming through, slowly through. That's one. There we go. Through the right and the bottom. Around the top like that. Look at that. Actually, that chain is almost the perfect length for that, but it's not because that's got to go forward. Because what you do is when you actually put in your chain on, you want to push your wheel as far forward as you can. Get as much adjustment out of the new chain. So when you pull that up tight, it looks like, see, you've got about 1-2 links too many in it. So what we're going to do, we're going to grind this link off, but I'll have to take it to the other shed. We've got a grinder set up to do that one. And then when that's ground off, you slide this little split pin through there, you join a link in, and there you have it. Okay, here's your little chain adjuster. Just going to put some grease on that before we put it back on. Finger full of grease, so make it around there. do them up so you get grease on it, so it just makes it so it's lubed and easy to get done next time. Do it up there, put a bit of grease on this part, wipe it in with your fingers, and it just stops a bit of the rust and stuff getting on there. Last lot normally. It won't twist off when you try to undo it then. It's probably worth 30 or 40 bucks if you have to buy a new one. Get your rag, wipe her up again. This bolt just goes, you slide it in a little hole in here on this bike, and you slide the swing arm bolt straight through like that, and there you go. Find your nut and pop him on. Do him up, then you get your wheel and push him as far forward as she'll go. Like that. It's in there. Now, what I normally do then is just give that a little bit of a snug up. Don't have to tighten it too much. Not tight, it's just nice, because later on we're going to start adjusting the chain when I've cut this off. And these little bolts here, you do them up, it brings it out tight. You see those little marks on the swing arm? Well, on your chain adjuster there's a little mark as well. There's one there, there's one there. There's some marks on the swing arm, and they're even both sides. So when you do your chain up, you want to line one of those marks up with the mark on this side, make it exactly the same on the other side. So then when your wheels line up, it won't be crooked. If it's crooked, the chain will come off and it'll snap things up the front. If you make these little lines line up, both sides, your chain goes straight and it lines up with the other sprocket, and then your chain will stay on a lot better. Okay, before you start, make sure you put your eye protection on. See my eye protection? You want to keep your eyes good. Turn her on. We're going to take 2 links out, so we're going to grind, we're going to go back 2, 1, 2. So we're going to grind this one and this one off. Okay, here we go. Starting to get close now. You see that one there needs a bit more. That one there's getting down the right. There you go, you can't see any of those little knobs now. All you see is silver, so it's ground off really well. Got to take this little cap off here now, so what I normally do is hold it in the vise, just to make it easy to hold. Just get this in here, get a hammer and just give it a bang. If you haven't got a vise, you can probably hold it with a pair of pliers, and then they'll come undone quite easily then. You can actually buy a chain breaker too. I haven't got one of those, but if you run down the Parts Monster, Brad down there could get you one without any problem. There we go. See, I've just broken that chain. This, there's the other bit that came out. This is the bit we throw away. And there we go, we've got 2 links taken out. Let's show you that again. Okay, you've got 2 links out of there. Pop them out, and there she goes. Okay, that chain's ready to go on the bike.